This is Elton Kane for Finextra at Cybos, and I'm here with Javier Santamaria from the EBA. Javier, what are the top 3 trends you're seeing right now in the payments business?
Well, I see 2 major trends that also could be qualified as challenges. First one is regulation and compliance. Second one would be digital transformation. The mention of those 2 trends probably will not surprise anybody. But what I think is that probably we do not understand the full implication of those trends, how deep they will affect banks. That's where probably people may be surprised of those implications. If I have to focus on the first one, I would say it's not just about abiding by the law. The real challenge is taking full advantage of that regulation to really thrust the transformation as well in the bank. We feel regulation has been a strong headwind. We try to resist, we try to accommodate, and what we should do is take advantage of that strong wind to also accelerate that transformation in the bank. As well with the digital transformation, it is not just adaptation to a changing environment, it's really going native. It's like learning a language. You have to become a native speaker, not only a foreigner speaking with strong accent as I do. So that transformation is quite a challenge, and that's what I think banks need to reflect upon and to redefine if they want to be successful in their businesses.
How important do you think it is that banks move up into the services layer rather than remaining at the infrastructure layer?
Okay, here as well, in that regard, both trends have an impact, because it is not only being compliant in terms of your processing, in terms of how you deploy infrastructure, in which I would say banks have been very successful, even during the crisis. We have been showing strong resilience, strong capability to respond to very demanding conditions. As well, in the digital transformation, we are able to offer new services, but what we aim to is to do something much more important, in the sense that we need to redesign our offering to bring a new set of services to the customers, not as we used in the past, but as they are demanding today, which is as they are used with other champions in the service business. We need to bring banks back to that first level in terms of quality of service and responding to what customers really demand on service providers. It's not just that banks need to modify, to adapt their infrastructures, the way they also respond to the needs of the market infrastructures by connecting and by providing reachability. It's also how they respond to customers' expectations. And in that regard, I think banks have still a lot of work to do.
Okay, what steps do you think banks can take to be successful in moving into that services delivery layer?
Well, first of all, it's going back to the offices and get a piece of paper and redesign from scratch. So it is not that you just can react by fiddling here and there in your service offerings. You have to go back to your quarters and truly redefine all your processes, all your offerings, and the whole strategy on how you will be serving your customers. So that's the first step, a full redefinition from scratch of what you are going to do and how you are going to do it. Then it's implementing that, and that new strategy needs implementation. And I would say the third step would be also to do it at the right pace. So it is not only redefining, it's not only implementing, it's also that you have to be right on the timing.
Okay, Javier, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much.